Why am I puking before each trading session? My presently experienced puking with day trading before starting each trading session is the biggest obstacle to my trading. When I say puking, I mean experiencing a strong psychological recoil before starting my trading sessions. It is not a secret that trading, and especially day trading, is psychologically toxic and can engender a lot of psychological resistance and pain. I am recording this video because what I call puking before starting my trading sessions is something experienced by most of the traders, especially after having a losing streak. It is a nasty feeling that robs you of the joy of trading, the joy which trading can also deliver when everything is going as you would like it to be. When I asked AI, why am I puking with day trading? I received the following answer. You may be experiencing physical symptoms like nausea with day trading due to stress, anxiety, and the addictive-like nature of the activity, which can lead to fight or flight responses. The high stakes, high volatility environment and the emotional roller coaster of frequent wins and losses can take a significant toll on your mental and physical health, similar to gambling. Why day trading can cause stress and physical symptoms. High stress environment. Day trading requires constant, rapid decision making in a volatile market, which can be mentally and emotionally draining. Emotional volatility, the constant up and down of frequent wins and losses can be a significant source of stress and anxiety. Addictive qualities, the brain's reward system can become hooked on the feel-good neurochemicals released during a winning trade, creating a cycle of seeking the stimulation, similar to gambling. Fear and greed. These emotions can override logical decision-making, increasing stress and leading to risky behaviors. Physical response. The stress and anxiety can trigger a physical fight or flight response in the body, which can manifest as nausea, a racing heart, or other physical symptoms. As you can see, AI is very familiar with the issue of puking with day trading. As we go further into this subject, I will present the reality of literally puking before engaging in the play in which there is a high probability of losing not only a greatly desired win, but also your life. Here it comes. Formula One driver James Hunt was known to regularly vomit before races due to a combination of pre-race anxiety and the pressure of driving his own car, which was a big financial risk for him. While he eventually overcame his nerves to become a top driver, his mechanics would often witness him vomiting in a bucket or shaking so hard the car vibrated before races. James Hunt's experience. Cause of vomiting. Hunt cited the immense nerve pressure of driving his own car, a major financial investment, as the primary reason for his pre-race sickness. Anxiety and jitters also contributed. Behavior on the grid. His pre-race rituals were so intense that his mechanics would notice the car vibrating from his tremors even before the engine started. Performance. Despite his struggles, Hunt was a supreme driver who would enter his element once the race began. So much for the puking before the Formula One driving sessions, as it was experienced by James Hunt, a super successful Formula One driver. And now I will briefly explore the puking before the trading sessions as it is experienced by a super successful day trader, Tom Hougaard. On January 6, 2022, Tom Hougaard wrote the following on his Telegram channel. I have never seemed to arrive at the place of certainty, to a place of confidence, knowing that I will make money. And yet when I look at my track record, I think to myself, well, I did it. But how? On December 3, 2024, Tom Hougaard wrote the following on his Telegram channel. As I wake up this morning, I immediately feel the pain of a bad trading period. I feel it deeply. On September 30th, 2025, Tom Hougaard wrote the following on his Telegram channel after he lost a lot of money. I will post my account status once I have punched the pillows for a while. Let's summarize the above expressions of how this super successful day trader feels before starting his trading sessions after losing in the game. He writes about his constant feelings of doubt and never being able to experience the pleasant feeling of certainty. He writes about the deep feeling of pain of bad trading, which he experiences upon awakening. Even before he starts his trading session, he talks about his need to punch the pillows after losing big to regain his mental composure. What is crucial for you to appreciate here is that even a super successful day trader like Tom Hougaard has never been able to overcome what I call by the name of puking with day trading, after being in the game for more than 20 years. And what are your chances for overcoming this apparently common feeling of puking with day trading, when even the day trading star like Tom Hougaard could never do it? I dare to say that unless you are emotionally dead like a psychopath, your chances for overcoming this mega obstacle to day trading are zero. Our chances are zero until we find a way to our psychological liberation from the puking with day trading phenomenon. Recently, my own puking with day trading has reached a pitch so high that I had to stop my day trading for a couple of weeks. What's been happening with me regarding my own puking with the day trading phenomenon forces me into a continued search for liberation from this so very ugly feeling. So far, I have not been successful. As I'm coming to the end of what I wanted to say here, I want to present to you a very unique audio file in which Tom Hougaard speaks about his trading pain after a long string of losses. You will not find this on his Telegram channel because he took it out. Perhaps he considered it to be too personal. I don't know. All I know is that I have never heard such incredibly beautiful account of the trading pain anywhere else. I can only thank Tom for being so honest about his feelings and his willingness to share it with other traders for the benefit of all. This file is quite long, about 9 minutes. Here it is.
Built exactly where I was supposed to. Well, it is what it is. It's just stacks popping up and down in a trading range, but it's trading near the all-time highs, so you would expect it to break out. Yesterday I tried long positions and didn't get anything out of it either. So, swings about, as they say. Listen, just hear me out here. I have no doubt that people will draw their own conclusions about Tom Hougaard, and that's what it is. It's you can't stop people from thinking what they're thinking, and of course we do the same with everybody, don't we? Like whether we are thinking about musicians or politicians or the next door neighbor, we think things, and every one of us is as unique as our DNA itself. And the point I want to make here is that I am really in pain at the moment. I don't want you to think I'm not. I really am. And I don't need you to comment on it. In fact, I would probably rather that you didn't. But I still need to tell you that I am in pain, not to garner sympathy. I don't care for sympathy. All I ask for is patience. For whatever reason, I can't trade my way out of a wet paper bag right now. And my confidence is shot to pieces. Just saying it as it is. But it is. That is how I feel. And I'm using every ounce of my mental energy to get out of this rut. I am. And I'm not going to say, I'll get out of it, because I don't know when it will happen. Generally, I don't. And I don't want to be blasé about it. Unlike my drawdown from April to June last year, that drawdown came after 3 phenomenal months where I was up 300%. That is a luxury I don't have right now. I don't have a buffer. And I am down. And so knowing what I know about how I work best is, I am sorry, but I can't crack jokes about Autobahn and Joel Osteen, because I'm not in the mood for it. I'm in a really bad place emotionally, because trading for me is an extension of not only how I make my living, but also what I identify myself with. And if you identify yourself with being a high-stake trader that is ruthless and all of a sudden, 3 or 4 weeks going, can't hit anything, it kind of takes its toll. Well, it does And so, of course, you are free to think what you want to think, and I can't stop anybody from thinking, and I don't much care what people are saying either. That's not to say that it doesn't hurt when on social media you read things that are blatantly lies. But I also learned through my exposure with social media that you might as well be punching a duvet because it makes no difference what you say. And you just, I've had to come to just accept that, even though I think it is unjust what is being said. And this little speech here, this monologue, is not about whether I feel that I've been unfairly treated or not. I have every bit of criticism coming to me when it comes to my trading. I get that, and I accept that. Anybody who witnessed my trading yesterday could have a fair point to saying, hang on, you're down 20,000 on the morning, and then you have a great Dow trade that you don't add to. Okay, fair enough, because margin was wearing a little thin, but then you add to the NASDAQ and you escape by a whisker from being stopped out. And then you have more than 10,000 in open profit and you don't take it. Come on. And I get that. I just want to remind you that what I'm trying to do is to just follow the process. And the process for me is, well, if I did take the profit, and I accept that there have been many times in the last month where I, granted after the fact, should have taken the profits a lot sooner. This would have been a very, very different year for me. And maybe there is some lessons in me, that it's still some lessons that I have to learn about taking profits. And the irony here is that when I go out and I stand on a stage and I say to people, I always try to do exactly the opposite of what the masses want to do. So the masses are quick to take profits, so therefore I can't be quick to take profit. The masses will never add to a winning trade, so I will add to a winning trade. The masses will, in a quick whiz, add to losing trades, so I'll never add to a losing trade. But no matter seemingly what I have done, I simply cannot string together more than 2 winning days. So therefore, as we speak, I'm down about 30% on my account. It's not quite the point where I have to refund, but it is that point where I, like this morning, are treading very carefully and rebuilding my confidence while still staying true to the principles that has made me a profitable trade. Now, am I making a mountain out of a molehill? No, I don't think I am. But my friends think I am. They will be quick to point out that 2020 was a multi-million pound. But to me, that's a bit like saying to an athlete, yeah, but you won Grand Slam in 2018 or in 2019. But I also know that they're going to say, yeah, but that was 5 years ago. This is now. I want to win now. It doesn't make blind bit of difference how much I won last year. This is a new year, and that's who I am. And so I have to be allowed to sit with that pain, because that pain, fuck, I hate losing. I hate losing so badly. And the irony is that I'm the guy who wrote Best Loser Wins. Fuck. It's the worst feeling in the world to lose. Do you know, as you know, I'm divorced. And, divorces are never easy on anybody. Whether you're the one who's breaking up or you're the one who is being broken up. But one thing that did come out of it was that you also got an appreciation from someone who, at one point deeply cared about you. And she said, it doesn't matter who he plays, whether it's our son, he will always want to win, which I didn't think was very flattering at the time, because I think that when I am together with my children and children in general, I will let them win because, it's important to boost their confidence. I'll make it sound like I'm doing my best. But yeah, so I guess I just need to be allowed to wallow in this pain, because that's my fuel. And I think the thing that hurts the most in social media is when people say, oh yeah, he's just trading a demo account. It's like, oh, come to my office and feel the pain because it's palpable. Anyway, so I've been trading for an hour. Didn't make anything in the DAX. DAX is just sitting at the top of the range. No doubt, buying dips seems like a good idea. I sold short a double top in the FTSE, and well, at best I got 5-6 points out of it. But now, well, the FTSE is just on a tear. I am glad I had a stop loss in there. But so that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. And there's no doubt about it. I am not a course salesman. I am not someone who generates his income from selling YouTube ads. It's just when you just have yourself to rely on. And if you are anything like me, it might be a good idea just to acknowledge that and be true to those feelings. Okay, what do I need to do to get out of this? Do I need to step back? And for me, I don't want to step back. I don't believe in stepping back, but I do perhaps believe in being far more selective. And that in itself is also an exercise in discipline. It's, I'm going to take this DAX trade here, and if it doesn't work out, then I'm going to walk away. And yes, I know that the DAX is currently 10 points in my favor, but I got stopped out because I moved my stop loss. And that has been the story over and over. So I'm going to leave it at this. So now you know something about me. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.